Hi everyone, I'm Astro Coach Amy. Thanks so much for joining me today on the Divine GPS Navigator. Today we'll be discussing the new moon, which occurs on October 8th at 8:46 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. This is the time to plant the seeds of intention for the new cycle. So I encourage you to take some reflection, whether you do it through meditation, a quiet walk, whatever that might be, and plug from your technology, because this might be a really valuable time to get some insights and inspiration for the time ahead. Even though it's subtle energy, I'm sure you'll feel it for a couple of days before, during, and after the event. Now this month, the sun and moon are in the earth sign of Virgo. And in addition, we have a trine to Mars, which is in the earth sign of Capricorn. So this trine offers greater harmony and stability. And the idea is it's a really great time to be working, of course, with your best efforts, by all means, offering joyful service, and of course, paying attention to your health and well-being. Now, what's really valuable is to be doing this, again, with the best intentions and heart of service. And what's especially interesting this month is Neptune is there in the air sign of Aquarius, making what we call an inconjunct. I've talked about these before. It's a little more subtle, asking us to adjust our attitudes and our behavior. So not only is it important to do our best work, or to offer loving service. But the idea is, with Neptune asking us to adjust both our attitudes and behaviors so that we can remember it's not only me, me, me. We also have an opportunity to consider others and also look at how we can make a contribution just in our regular lives. Now, this month we also have two other aspects. We have Uranus in the fire sign of Aries, which is making an opposition, which is a time to balance, and it is opposing Mercury, which is in the air sign of Libra. So the message here is, how can we really continue to awaken spiritually to maintain a sense of freedom, and how do we balance that in our communications, where we also consider others, we really focus on that spirit of collaboration, of real harmony, because that is when really the miracle moments and the aha experiences can surface. Now, in addition, we still have the square between Venus in the air sign of Libra and Mars in the earth sign of Capricorn. However, it was a T-square for some time with Uranus, adding so much energy. Now it is the two of these planets. And again, the idea of the square is to integrate the idea of kind of that really old thinking that we can dominate others through our success and control and money. And Venus, again in Libra, is saying, let's look at the spirit of collaboration. Let's look at the efforts we're making to see how to be more effective and how we can learn through, again, the spirit of collaboration to make things even more successful on a different level. Those are all good things to be considering, because again, with this new moon, the question is, how do we make these efforts in the world as well as take care of our health and well-being? And do this in probably even a more, if you will, wise way, maybe as a good steward, so we don't burn out the candle too quickly. Now, in addition, Venus has gone into the retrograde motion from October 5th, so a few days before this new moon, until November 16th. So by the 17th of November, things will shift quite a bit. But what's important during this 6-week cycle that occurs about every 18 months, Venus is the planet that not only rules love, but it also rules beauty, and it also rules our values. So with Venus retrograde, the two things I would suggest postponing until the 17th of November are really trying to begin brand new relationships, and I definitely would not suggest someone get married during this time. It is a more inward time. Remember, with the retrograde, we use that suffix RE. Are there things we need to reorganize? Do we need to reconsider? Do we need to reassess? Perhaps there's something to rethink or reevaluate. Now, the idea is not only who do I love or who do you love, but the idea is what's important to you. It isn't only who do you love, but how do you want to invest your time and energy, because those are certainly as valuable, if not more so even, than when we think about dollars. So this is just a valuable time to look at some of those things. Perhaps you've even wanted to make a change in your routine. Perhaps you even wanted to change your appearance in some way. These are valuable things to do during this time. And it's valuable to have the conversations. And you may also have the opportunity to reconnect with someone from your past. It can be business, it can be personal, it might be family. And again, there might be something lingering that just needed to be completed so you could move on. It might also be that there's a new conversation. But what's important during the Venus retrograde is not to be really attached to someone from the past, that everything has to open up for the future, but rather seeing it again as a wonderful opportunity to perhaps release some old doubts or concerns you have and really look to how you can enhance your well-being. For most of us, our values are much more personal than we realize. So take advantage of this valuable time to have conversations. It might be a good time to do some planning or dreaming. That would be valuable as well. Now, we all know that things are continuing to intensify. So by all means, I do want to encourage you to maintain your connection to your divine source. And please, by all means, have that heart of gratitude each day for those tremendous blessings that are before you, even that you're graced to be here today. And I know for me, celebrating my progress each day is so valuable, because remember, it's practice that makes progress. I'm so glad you joined me today on the Divine GPS Navigator. I'm Master Coach Amy. Please contact me if you'd like a reading or have a question.